Hello there, everyone. I have some Titanfall gameplay footage that I got from the beta, which was a while back now, actually. But in 3 days, the game will be coming out, so pretty excited for that. I actually didn't get to play the amount of the Titanfall beta that I really wanted to, simply because I didn't have the time to, unfortunately. I was tad busy that week, so did not get to play as much as I wanted to. But from what I did play, I could definitely tell that the game's something I'm interested in. Just more freedom of movement in FPS, more innovation in the genre is something I've always felt is needed. I think that's why I've migrated a lot towards games like Tribes Ascend and more games that sort of innovate on the FPS genre. Because ultimately I think FPS is one genre that's been really lacking in innovation as of late. I'm tired of Battlefield and Call of Duty, so something that's sort of new, even though this game does tend to sort of just be a Twitch shooter when it boils down to everything, but still, this is definitely something that I'm going to be interested in and will probably be picking up on release date. So this gameplay is nothing particularly special. It's just really to give you an idea of what the game's like, and I actually think I end up doing pretty poorly in this, but it was one of the first games I played. Like I said, I really didn't get to record any of the beta, really, because it was just a combination of me not really having the time, and also I was having difficulties with my recording software, but everything's resolved now, so when the game does release, I will definitely be playing a ton of it, and hopefully I can give you some tips and stuff like that. I honestly, the amount of time that I did play towards the end, I felt that I was doing really well at the game, or at least in the pilot combat, because that's really all I do in the game. Honestly, I think the Titans are boring, to be truthful. I'd much rather just be doing parkour, roaming around, and sort of using my environment to sneak around and kill people, because while the Titans are fun, they generally get very boring, and I think that's simply just due to the fact that in the beta there wasn't really much customization or sort of diversity in the Titan combat. So hopefully that is resolved in the full release. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool games coming out in the next few months. Titanfall definitely one of those games. I have found that this game has the potential to be very competitive, and that's something I'm drawn to. Games like Tribes Ascend that really have a high skill gap are something that really interests me, because it's something that I can devote a lot of time to, get really into, and just have a lot of fun over a long period of time. I honestly find that with most modern FPS now, I can play for maybe like 60 hours tops. That's what I did for Battlefield 4. I played 60 hours into the game, and I really just got bored of it, to be honest. I can't play standard FPS for anything really over that time period. I just get bored of... they just get very monotonous to me, to be honest. So, but Titanfall is something that I feel like I could definitely get into. I think there's enough diversity simply in the combat, in the Titans, and also this added parkour elements that I think could definitely do it for me, you know? In Tribes Ascend, I have, I think, over 300 hours played in that game. So if you do really get into a good FPS, honestly, it can last you for an extremely long amount of time. And I'm hoping that Titanfall will do that for me, because usually, like, where I am now in my gaming career, honestly, is... well, I don't want to say career, because I'm not professional at all, but where I am with gaming is... I usually just get addicted to one game, and I'll play that exclusively for an extended period of time. For a lot of people that do those type of things, it's Dota or League of Legends, something like that, that has a really extensive metagame, but for me it's always been FPS. That's been my sort of genre of choice. So hopefully Titanfall can be my next sort of game to get into, because frankly Tribes Ascend and Quake and all that have just become completely boring to me because I've just played them too much. Quake, extremely old game, and I've just played a ton of that. Same with Tribes Ascend. Tribes Ascend I played the most out of anything, though. Tribes Ascend, played way too much of that game, to be perfectly honest. So hopefully Titanfall can be my next sort of transition game. I'll definitely be making lots of videos about this particular title. I think there'll be a lot of stuff to talk about, honestly, once the full game comes out. One of my complaints about the beta was sort of just, there's really not enough in it to tell me if the game is going to be something that I'd be interested in, truthfully. But ultimately, I will be picking up the game probably on release date, so you can stay tuned for more videos. See you guys later.